Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Sunday, August 3rd. Key points we're going to focus on today. Got those daily thunderstorm chances continuing through Monday. We'll see those peak in coverage each afternoon and evening with stronger storms, capable of producing gusty outflow winds, small hail, along with brief heavy rain. Dry conditions will return for Tuesday and Wednesday with the warmest temperatures of the week expected there on Wednesday. As we trend a bit cooler starting Thursday into next weekend, highs in the 80s, 90s midweek, trending a bit cooler back to the 70s and 80s with some isolated shower and thunderstorm activity further north. And taking a quick look at satellite imagery for you this morning. Clear skies out there to start the day. We'll see an increase in cloud cover later today associated with that next shortwave trough that'll be working through the Pacific Northwest and Northern Rockies. And taking a look at the bigger picture for you guys, as you can see, very dry air out there this morning. Next trough slowly working its way in from the Pacific. That'll help kick off another round of shower and thunderstorm activity later today, along with that second trough filling in into the Northeast Pacific. But as you can see, a good deal of dry air to our south. That'll be lifting up here over the coming days with dry conditions back region-wide starting Tuesday. And a look at your weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. We're looking at another round of isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms today. Best chances will be further north, but wanted to include at least the isolated mention in there. For today, best chances will be this afternoon and evening into those early overnight hours. For Monday, best chances for storms will shift north as we start to see an increased concern there for some low relative humidity and wind when it comes to fire weather concerns. That'll be around for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as we warm up with isolated thunderstorms back in the forecast further north for the 7th. And take a look at what we saw out there yesterday. Gusts were mainly in that 40 to 50 mile an hour range for the most part, but gusts did peak up to 50 to 61 miles an hour up towards Camas. So did see some gusty outflow winds with those showers and thunderstorms out there yesterday. High temperatures and RH out there for you today. Another hot day for most 70s and 80s to low 90s. Relative humidity staying very dry in those teens and 20s. Wind gusts and thunderstorm chances for today. We'll see gusts up to about 25, maybe 30 miles an hour. But the main focus for thunderstorms today will be up in the central mountains, east along the Montana Divide, with more isolated coverage elsewhere. And from the Storm Prediction Center this morning does highlight the northern half of our region and just that general thunderstorm outlook. HRF model probability of thunder does show the potential for some very isolated activity further south and east. But as you go further southeast down towards Bear Lake, that's where we're seeing the least amount of chances for today, increasing as you head northwest, where there's a marginal risk, 1 out of 5 for isolated severe thunderstorms this afternoon. And taking a look at timing for you this morning, we'll keep things dry throughout the morning hours, courtesy of those clear skies. Development for thunderstorms today between about 12 and 3 o'clock, as you can see, favoring those areas further north, but can't rule out some activity down further south out around Burley, Pocatello later today. And thunderstorm chances will continue well into this evening, generally shifting northeast as we head into early Monday morning, ahead of dry conditions back for the rest of Monday, ahead of another round of showers and storms during those afternoon and evening hours. And for Monday, we'll cool off for most, back into those 70s and 80s to low 90s further south. And we'll see an uptick in winds there, so increased fire weather concerns there on Monday, in addition to some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms. Best chances there on Monday are going to be staying further north. Got a lot of dry air to overcome here further south, so not expecting a good deal of coverage down that direction. And for Monday from the Storm Prediction Center, again highlighting the northern half of our area, generally central mountains, up along the Montana Divide, with a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms, confined up into northern Custer and Lemhi counties into southwest Montana. HRF model probability of thunder highlights that northern shift well, less than about a 10% chance as you head south across the Snake River Plain, down into the southern highlands. And for Tuesday, we'll warm back up behind that trough for Tuesday, highs in those 70s, 80s to low 90s. And wind on RH for Tuesday. Dry conditions are expected, but we will be drying things out. That means lower relative humidities as we head towards midweek. And for Wednesday, shaping up to be the warmest day of the week, but still seeing those cool morning temperatures out there, 30s, 40s, and 50s for your Wednesday. Afternoon highs in the 80s to mid 90s. Wind gusts and RH on Wednesday, another breezy and dry day out there, so this is going to be another day we're focusing on the fire weather concerns during those afternoon and evening hours. And for Thursday, we'll cool things off a touch as our next trough begins to build in out of the north. Looks like it should be coming out of British Columbia, working over a ridge of high pressure, and that'll help bring in some isolated chances for some showers and storms to finish out the week, in addition to cooling us off a bit. And for Thursday, those cooler temperatures have to get here somehow, so we're going to see an uptick in winds there for your Thursday. Gusts up to about 40 miles an hour, especially out in the desert, with best chances for shower and thunderstorm activity remaining in the mountains, especially further north. And for Friday and Saturday, check out those cooler temperatures as we head into the later part of the forecast period, 70s to low 80s there for Saturday. And look at what's to come, courtesy of that trough dropping in out of Western Canada. Near normal to below normal temperatures are expected here in eastern Idaho up into the northern Rockies. And with respect to precipitation, high pressure to the south, upper level trough to the north, going to be kind of situated in between that, so we may see some isolated showers and storms, but looks like the bulk of precipitation should remain north of our area. 8 to 14 does show us warming back up as we head into the middle parts of August, a bit more near normal along the Continental Divide. And 8 to 14, bit of a stronger signal there for a return to below normal favored precipitation, drawing things out as we head into middle parts of August, increasing influence of high pressure. And that's about all I have for you today. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Sunday.